All right, here we go. This is game 2 NBA Midland Baseball Academy 10U Braden Blaine's second game for the day. Scheduled to start 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Looks like we'll be on time. And we're out here at Tower Field, Tower number 3. The coaches will come to the mound and get their marching orders from Blue. We appreciate Blue today for them coming in and doing this. So for NBA, on your left-hand side, Coach Braden Blaine is the head coach. On the right side is Coach Jesse the Body Venegas. I have a little bit of information on these juggernauts. My son played with them, a lot of these boys during the Little League this year, and this team of the juggernauts, half of the team is from this coach's Little League team, and the other half of the team is from Coach Timmons' Padres. And these two teams that have come together as one represent the third and fourth place teams in all of the city of Midland in Little League play. So they have never played any. They've never played any travel ball. This is going to be the first travel ball that these boys have ever played together, and probably only 2 or 3 of them have ever played any travel ball at all. So they're going to have to get used to the rules and all that. So, but they'll step up. They'll get up to speed really, really quick. And we'll talk a little bit more on them here in just a little bit.
All right, the starting lineup for NBA 10U out on the field is going to be Cal Cook at first base, Wyatt Murray at second base, Judd Fortune at third base, Braxton Sims shortstop, Silas Bryan left field, Damian Ochoa center field, and Jace Gould in right field, with Noah Hernandez on the mound, being caught by Joey Creech, the biggest man in baseball.
So these juggernauts, it looks like they're wearing predominantly white and gray with some black and gray mixed in. Looks like a really good color combination. Red socks, red belt. They're looking sharp down there.
And their starting lineup is going to be Harry Brumley on first base.
That's a familiar name.
It is a familiar name. Jesse Ray Venegas in left field. Venegas. Dylan McClinton, second base. Blake Meek, third base. Kemp Hall, shortstop. Brixton Wood in right field. Meyer McKellar, catching. Hyatt Heller, center field. And Reed Landers, the DH, with Patrick Timmons starting off on the mound. Coach! Cal's actually.
All right, on the mound today for NBA Midland Baseball Academy will be Noah Hernandez. Catching Noah will be Joey Creech.
First base, Callan Cook. Second base, Wyatt Murray. Shortstop, Braxton Sims. Third base, Judd Fortune. Left field, Silas Bryan. Center field, Damian Ochoa. And right field, Jace Gould.
Coming up for the Juggernauts is a face we all know, Harry Brumley. Harry Brumley played as a guest for
And gets
the
hit.
NBA over in Trophy Club about 3 weekends ago, and
Very
he got
first
hit.
pitch.
He's on first. I believe this maybe Jesse. This maybe Jesse, or is this Scott?
He swung, but I don't know if he... Was that a foul tip, Blue?
Foul tip.
You all right, Joey? I think Joey just
Took one.
had to split the boys.
Uh-oh. Good. Yeah, this will be Jesse the Little Body Venegas stepping in right here. These two boys that batted first were on John's Little League team, John Williamson, who's on our team. Harry Brumley off the steal in there, standing up. And now he's going to come on to third as a throw from Wyatt Murray doesn't quite make it over there. The third. So Harry Brumley's 60 feet away from getting the first score on this game.
Counts 1 and 2.
That one a little bit outside by Noah. That sun feels like it's about to break over a little bit into our foreheads. It's not there yet, still in the shade, but it's getting close there, partner. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Nice pitch
Out
there
number
by
1.
Hernandez. Do you know that pitcher?
I know that pitcher.
How do you know him?
Well, I know where he lives. He lives in my house. That's my son.
All right. You better know him.
Know him well. I helped make him.
Helped. Woo. Boy, that's going to cost you on Memorial Day weekend.
Yep. She won't listen to the broadcast.
You better hope not.
Aye.
This is Dylan McClinton. Dylan McClinton played on the Padres in Little League. He's a strong little pitcher.
0 and 2.
McClinton is.
Oh,
Him outside,
strike
swinging.
him out.
Nice job. Hernandez has stepped in there and thrown
2 away for the Juggernauts.
excellent pitches. This little boy here, Blake Meek, can hit it over that center field wall. He's a power hitter. He will absolutely drive it. He's also the Midland Permian Basin Super Bowl quarterback winner in 10U football. Blake Meek is. Blake's also on John's team in Little League. That's high. Here comes Harry Brumley.
Yeah! That's teamwork right
That's
there.
teamwork. Man, what a great throw into the catcher.
By the catcher, Joey
By
Creech.
the catcher to get him out.
I hate that it was Harry Brumley, but
Hey,
that's baseball, folks.
It's baseball.
That was a good play by
That was
the
a great
defense there.
play by the defense.
Yes, it was.
How are you doing, Jesse? Good to see you.
All right. Starting lineup for the Juggernauts is going to have
Harry Brumley on first.
Harry Brumley on first, Dylan McClinton on second, Kemp Hall at shortstop, Blake Meek on third, Jesse Ray Venegas In left field,
Jesse the little body Venegas.
Jesse the little body Venegas. Hyatt Heller.
My McKellar.
Center field, Hyatt Heller.
Hyatt Heller?
Center field.
Okay.
Right field, Brixton Wood. And pitching is going to be Patrick Timmons. Catching him is going to be Meyer McKellar. With the designated hitter as Reed Landers as the extra hitter. And that's your starting lineup. Batting order for the NBA 10U team is going to be Noah Hernandez, Silas Bryant, and Braxton Sims, followed by Callan Cook, Wyatt Murray, Jace Gould, Joey Creech, Marshall Hall, Damian Ochoa, John Williamson, and Judson Fortune.
Mm-hmm. So Patrick Timmons on the mound for the Juggernauts. Patrick Timmons is a classmate, also at Trinity, of John Williamson. Meyer McKellar is catching Patrick. He's also a classmate, sits at the same desk there with John this year. Meyer McKellar's there in the catching position. All of these kids extremely familiar with me as we either go to school, church, or have played Little League this year, or all three. Noah Hernandez steps in against Patrick Timmons.
Noah Hernandez. Oh, foul.
Foul tip.
Nothing high, Noah. I mentioned Meyer would be a good pitcher, too.
He pitches.
They've got like four or five.
They're fine. The ball's in there high. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. They're just getting started. Bottom of the first. Tire field number 3. That's
Right
hit
down
foul.
the third base line, just foul. You know, had that have stayed in, that would have been a.
Yeah, it'd have been a.
At
It'd come on
double,
around.
if not a triple.
Timmons deals. That's a little high and inside.
It's going to be 3-1. Now, 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Sorry.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Outside to Hernandez, 3-2.
Full count on Noah Hernandez. Patrick Timmons on the mound for the Juggernauts. There's a rip right over the second baseman's head. And that's going to be good for a single.
Hernandez rounds first and comes back. They can get that ball in from outfield. They've got some outfielders. Again, if you're just joining us, we're playing, NBA's playing the Juggernauts. This is the very first travel ball game in the career of the Juggernauts as a team, and the very first for most of the players today, and I think they've only practiced maybe once. Hernandez is on the move. He'll get into second safely. Nobody on the corners, runner at second. No outs. No score, bottom of the first. Has a swing and a hit up to shortstop. Shortstop's up with it. He's over to first. First drops it. Noah Hernandez with those speedy wheels comes in. He just hurt himself. And he scores.
Touch the bag.
A little bit gimpy.
Okay. All right, just making sure.
That's the first score of the day. That's NBA 1 now. Juggernauts nothing with runner over on second.
We're trying to tell them to push the bat out of the way.
That's going to bring Braxton Sims up to the plate. Swinging.
Count's going to be 0-1 on Braxton Sims. Watch the ball. You got it. It's all you, baby. Take your pitch.
There's a hit right down the middle. Gets past second baseman. That puts Sims on. Ochoa gets to third. Now, Sims goes ahead and steals into second on the ball being thrown around in the infield a little bit. That's going to put runners both in scoring position for NBA.
We'll ratchet that up to first game jitters.
First game. Oh, these kids they don't even know how to play the game yet. I mean, they're learning the rules. It's tough. Swing and a miss by Cal Cook. Cal steps in, first baseman for NBA. No balls, one strike, no outs, 1-0. NBA, bottom of the first. Cook in the box. Runner second and third. That's on the outside for a strike. Pitcher's ahead of the hitter, 0-2. There's a hit back up the middle. That's over to the shortstop. Shortstop over to Brumley first for the first out of the inning. But a run will score. Silas Bryan comes in. And that puts Sims over on third. It's an RBI for Cal Cook. White Murray steps in. White Murray had a good game this last game at 11 a.m. this morning. NBA, he's going to show bunt. Foul back. McKellar gets back to it quick. Bryan steps back in. First and second's open. Third is occupied. Timmons deals. Swing and a miss by Murray. Two to nothing NBA over the Tall City Juggernauts. 0-2, one out. That's right down the middle. Hit foul off to the right side, out of play. That's inside and a little bit high. White Murray has a good eye on that. Oh, a 1-2. It's a high infield. And Short sees it drop. He's got a play at third. Braxton comes home to try to steal. There was a heads-up play by the infield of the Juggernauts, and he throws Sims out at the plate. For out number 2. Jace Gould steps in. Jace hits a high foul behind the plate. McKellar takes chase, but it's out of play. Jace Gould, a good little athlete. He plays basketball, football, baseball of it. He's been a real pleasure to get to know this year, as is his parents. You build friendships a lot of times in these travel ball. We did not know the Goulds, and we've been so blessed by both Hillary and Zach, Jace's dad, who helps coach. He's down on first base. And by their son and their daughter. Their daughter Paxton is a world-class diver. She's in North Carolina right now diving in competition. We wish her all the best in the world. What a sweet young lady that is. What a good, fine young man this is at the plate right here. Runner's off. Going to steal second, standing up. Called balk on the pitcher. Jace will step back in, see if he can find one he wants to hit. Swings the one down low, right. Murray shows steal, but he comes back to second. Hillary and Baxter, they're out there at North Carolina. Hillary, hello. We hope y'all are doing well. I know you're eating good. I saw pictures of the prime rib and the salmon y'all were eating. I'm jealous. Murray will steal. It'll come back, though, because that's a foul tip by Jace. Anyway, I've been seeing pictures of these prime ribs and the salmon and all this seafood you're eating out there in North Carolina. Hillary, a.k.a. Lisa. Not fair. Not fair. Murray on the move again. He's stealing third. But that's a strike, and catcher gets that in his, it was a foul tip. Catcher gets it for the out. So at the end of the first, NBA is ahead 2-0 over the newly formed Tall City Juggernauts. So a little bit more about the Juggernauts. First, we welcome everybody with the Juggernauts, all the family and friends. First thing you need to do is hit like and subscribe, please. That's what helps us. This is being brought to you by Endeca Crude Express, crude oil haulers for Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. So the Juggernauts are just put together in this last week or so. They are a combination of two teams. From Little League, Midland Little League, the Padres and the Marlins. So the Padres head coach was Tyler Timmons, assistant coach Michael McKellar. The head coach of the Marlins was Jesse Venegas and Blake Meek with Stephen Brumley in there as an assistant. What these two coaches did after the Little League season was over with, and might I add, they had a very successful season. The Padres and the Marlins came in third and fourth in the entire city, respectively. Folks, that's over 350 kiddos and 26 teams, and that is something to brag about right there. So these coaches, all of the coaches from these two teams have come together, and they picked, I think, 5 or 6 of their players they wanted off of each team, and they put them together. And they practiced last week maybe once, maybe twice. And this is their very first travel ball team game as a team, and maybe the first for at least 9 of these players to ever play. They're trying to learn the rules. This is their first day on the field. And so they're trying to figure this sport out, and they've decided to step into the fire right away and learn travel ball. So
Ball one.
These kiddos, ball one by Noah Hernandez. So these kiddos also, for the most part, either go to school together, go to church together, and played in the Little League together, or all three. So these kiddos are very dear friends, grown up together, the Juggernauts, and so that's how this team got together. The count now is a ball, 1 strike, no outs. There's a hit out to right field deep over the head of Matthew Hall. Matthew's up, Marshall Hall. Marshall's up with it to Jace. The runner's on his way to third, and he is safe for a triple. That's a leadoff triple.
Good throw, Jace.
That was a good throw in from Jace Gould and a good catch by John Williamson playing third, and the tag looked like it was there on him, but Blue calls him safe. Hernandez pitch in. There's a hit down to third. Williamson comes up with it. All right, so Williamson comes home to Creech. Creech couldn't get the tag on the runner. The runner's safe. First baseman gets caught off of first. He goes ahead and runs. Cook throws it over to Sims, I believe, but Sims couldn't get the tag down, I guess, in time, and that runner's safe. So a lot going on here.
The 0-0 the count. Here's the first pitch to
swing and a miss by Brixton.
Score is now 2-1 NBA.
Got a little messy here for NBA. That hit the bat. That's going to be a foul tip. He didn't get the bat down and out of the way, and it hits the bat, and that is a foul, even though he didn't swing. One of those trivias.
0-2.
No outs, 2-1. Top of the second, NBA. That's down low. Runners on the move to third. In there safely. That'll be Kemp.
Aim for his mask, Noah. Aim for the mask.
That's outside.
Count's going to be 2-2. No outs. Top of the second. Noah, get it up. Bring it up higher.
That's in there.
That's an out.
For a strike, he struck him out.
Looking.
Absolutely. Meyer McKellar steps in for the Tall City Juggernauts. One out. That's outside. I believe all season in Little League, Meyer McKellar might have, I don't think he ever struck out as the record McKellar had. I don't think he ever struck out. There you go. He hits a slamma-jamma to Braxton Sims over there in shortstop. Sims couldn't handle it and grazed his glove, and that gets the run in. Kemp comes in to tie the game. That is what McKellar did in Little League all year long. Sometimes Little League's not given the credit it should be. Just in those cases there, you can see how well they swing, how hard they hit. That's over there to second. Second goes to first. Second goes to short for the out. McKellar's out, but that advances.
Smart play. It kept
It
the
was.
runners from advancing.
Did a very good job. Great
Good
play.
job, Jace.
That's a great play by Jace Gould. We're just talking about Jace. Over to Braxton Sims on second to get that lead runner out. That's a heady game played there by Jace. Good job. Mom, if you're watching, please give him a round of applause. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up, Hillary. Now clap. There you go.
I'm sorry I had to say that.
Giving me a hard time because I'm old. That's a strike. Runner steals second.
The count is 0-2.
High inside, back behind the plate, the home plate, out of play. Nobody on the corners, a runner on second for the Juggernauts. The game is tied 2-2. That's high. Again, Noah Hernandez pitching, Joey Creech catching today for Midland Baseball Academy. This is Patrick Timmons. He draws a walk, Patrick does. Patrick Timmons is the son of the head coach right there, Tyler Timmons, or one of the coaches. This is the other coach. These were both head coaches in the Little League year. That was Marlin's head coach. That was the Padres head coach. And they've come together with their knowledge and skill sets, and they put this team together. So Patrick's, we've got time called. Patrick is needing to get a running. Might be looking for his cap. I'm not sure.
His helmet.
I'm missing a runner somewhere. What's happening?
Don't know. There's a runner right now.
That's number 30, right?
I don't know.
There, okay, I was about to say,
Yeah.
I'm missing a runner, man.
All right, we got a runner on first and second. Right there.
Tie ball game, 2 outs.
That's what they did. They took Patrick Timmons out. He's the pitcher, and they put in a pinch runner at first. That's what happened there. Hernandez puts one right down the middle for a strike. That's a really nice throw by your son, Noah Hernandez.
Thank you.
Yep.
He was working on it. I got the shins to prove it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he's a good little pitcher. He's a good everything. Second baseman, outfielder, third baseman, hitter. Leads us in hitting in about every category. That little boy on the mound right there is a baller, and I mean defense and offense. We are blessed to have him at NBA, and anybody that has this young man in the future, wherever that may be, will be blessed to have him. That's behind us, out of play. This is Reed Landers.
The count is 0-2.
Reed Landers steps in for the Juggernauts. Reed is another classmate of my sons, John Williamson, and at Trinity. They all go to Trinity. It's a good young man right here. There's a hit right down the middle. Gets past the pitcher. Second baseman's up over to Kyle Cook. He's safe. And the run comes in while they're messing around. So Reed gets up there, gets on base. Kyle Cook pulls off of the base, which has the runner, Reed Landers, safe. So another more errors here. This little Juggernauts team, they're getting some kinks worked out. Runners on first and second for the Juggernauts, and they're at the top of their order. Harry Brumley. This is not a good place to be for NBA because, like Meyer McKellar, Harry Brumley also can park this ball in outfield deep. That's outside and high. 2 outs, 3-2. Tall City Juggernauts comes around NBA here in the top of the second. That's low. That'll be 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs.
Noah.
Harry steps back in. That's in there low. That'll give Brumley the base. And that's going to load the bases for the Juggernauts with 2 outs. There'll be a mound visit. So this team that's only a week old is giving NBA all they can handle. Jesse, the little body Venegas, his dad is right down there, and that he's going towards his dad right now. But look here, Juggernauts score a run right there.
It doesn't count.
But it doesn't count because the out occurs first at first base, and they get out of the inning just in the nick of time.
Hey, Coach, you got a bat.
This first week, this 1 week old infant Juggernauts, they've got a lead on NBA there, Daryl.
By 1.
Wow.
We'll see if we can't fix that.
We need to fix that.
We do. Looks like Joey Creech is going to be up to the plate for NBA 10U. NBA, you know, works in close partnership. Sorry about that. NBA is a great partnership with these players. They teach them the fundamentals. They teach them the process and how that process works. And if you follow the process will get the job done for you and then some. Coach Mike Munguia over there, an award-winning coach and many levels of baseball in the state of Texas. Been coaching for over 30 years. Got 160 players at the academy, and it is actually an academy. And they have 9U through 14U teams. Anyway, just a great outfit. My hat's off to Coach Munguia and his staff. All right, here we are, bottom of the second. We're going to bring Joey Creech up to the plate. And he gets a nice wrap over to Short. Short bobbles it, and Joey Creech is so fast, he got there.
That pulls Harry Brumley off the bag to throw out a Short. There's no way Brumley could get back to him in time to get him out.
No jump, Marshall. Make him be there.
On a U.S. Monopoly board, what color are Kentucky Avenue, Indiana Avenue, and Illinois Avenue?
Why? I think I know.
On a U.S. Monopoly board, what color are Kentucky Avenue, Indiana Avenue, and Illinois Avenue?
Call our hotline at 512-512-5151
for two free meals, 2 combo meals to Fuddruckers right here in Midland, Texas. Caller number 1.
And that's the best one there is the Mother Fudder.
The Mother Fudder. We get it every time. It's a big, hot, juicy, stand-up combo. Swing and a miss by Hall. On a U.S. Monopoly board, what color are Kentucky Avenue, Indiana Avenue, and Illinois Avenue?
Is it this?
Bottom of the second, 3-2, Tall City Juggernauts.
Come on, Marshall.
Over NBA. Marshall Hall's in.
1-1 the count. Marshall Hall. What? 2-1 the count.
There's a swing and a hit down to third base. Blake Meek comes up with it over to first. To Brumley. He stretches high to get it, but in time for the out, but not in time for Creech, who came in and scored to bring this score between these two teams to 3-3.
And that brings up Damian Ochoa.
This is a very well matched team right out of the gate for the Juggernauts.
Just a bit outside for a ball. Count 1-0 to Ochoa. Here's the windup. Pitch is a little low, fouled off by Ochoa for strike one. Count 1-1.
When you get time, Jess, I'll need that shade. The big black one between innings.
Just a bit outside. Ball 2. Count 2-1 to Damian Ochoa. Score tied up 3-3.
There's a swing and a hit down to third. Third's up with it. Over to first. In time for the out.
Out number 2.
That has been a deadly combo between Blake Meek and Harry Brumley. Third to first. Incoming now is, with 2 outs, is John Williamson.
John Williamson. That kid looks familiar.
Yeah, that's because he's 9. You can tell that nose. John faces his classmate, Patrick Timmons. He hits one back up to him. He misses it. Williams is on the move, and Williamson is safe.
He doesn't need to tag him.
He didn't have to tag. He didn't go left. He was safe.
He's safe. This isn't Little League, bud. Turn right.
That wasn't a foul ball. On the move, Williamson is, and he's up there. Second.
Going to bring in Judd Fortune, who fouls one off down the first base line. Fortune, who is that kid?
That is a son of a coach.
Did you call him a son of a coach?
A son of a really good and well-known coach. Can't say much more than that. And that hits. Judd was hit twice in the first game, Daryl. That is his third hit. He's putting his 3 fingers up.
That is a kid.
He has been hit in the back 3 times today.
That kid's a ball magnet, let me tell you.
His dad is really proud of him being a football coach. He can take a hit.
There you go.
Coach Fortune, you got a football player headed your way in a few years, sir, which I think you already knew that.
There's Noah Hernandez with a
That's back
blooper.
Up to the pitcher. The pitcher's over to first base for the out.
But not before NBA ties the game.
Job, Judd.
Good job, John.
Hey, it's all right, Noah. Noah's back to just... I'm trying. I was like this.
So the answer to on a U.S. Monopoly board, what color are Kentucky Avenue, Indiana Avenue, and Illinois Avenue? My partner to the left has it right, but it doesn't count. We can't answer our own questions. The color is red. Red. I did that red, white, and blue today, Memorial Weekend. So I picked red for an answer to a trivia question. We didn't have a winner. The wrong answer of blue came in to our call center. Our call center is in Pyongyang, North Korea.
Hey. What is he doing? Is he burning him already?
We are at Tower Field in Midland, Texas, watching NBA Midland Baseball Academy face the upstart, 1-week-old juggernauts out of Tall City, Midland, Texas. We're on field number 3 at Tower Field, out on 250 and Highway 80. We welcome everybody to come join us, and they got some of the best concessions in all of Midland. Their popcorn is top notch, but man, it's great concessions. Come out and watch some fun baseball today. Noah Hernandez is back on the bump, and I think he's facing McClinton, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see a name. I just know I know him from Little League. I think this is the McClinton boy, who you don't want to see pitching because you'll lose. Out to left field. Silas Bryan's up under it for the catch.
That was a 2-pitch out.
This is Blake Meek. He is their power hitter, no doubt. If he gets into one, he will put it out there where that gray pickup is in center field. He leaves no doubt when he hits the ball. Blake Meek is another one of those fine young men, Daryl.
Yes, sir.
His parents are unbelievably wonderful parents. Their kiddos are just so kind and sweet and just salt of the earth, and they're just those kids you want your kids running around with.
Yes, sir.
And these coaches are coaches you want your kids being coached by. Blake Meek.
Yeah, that's
jammed him.
Foul number 2. Count 1-2 on Blake Meek. 2-2.
Yep.
Full count. 3-2 to Blake Meek.
There's up to short. Short's up with it. Over to first. That's Sims to Cook for
Out number 2. And that's going to bring up Kemp Hall for the Juggernauts.
There, Kemp drives one between left field and center field. They can't come up with it.
But they stop the ball.
But they do stop it and get it back in. So limits it to a single.
Good single by Kemp Hall there.
Brixton steps in, holds up his swing. There's a run to second. Steal.
Good stop by Braxton Sims there. Off the throw from Joey Creech.
He steals second successfully. Nobody on the corners, runner on second.
Throw hard, kid.
Score tied 3-3. Top of the third. Swing and a miss.
It's going to bring the count 2-1 to Brixton Wood.
That's outside.
3-1 to count.
We want to warn everybody, if we lose audio or video, please stay with us. Sometimes it takes us a couple of minutes to get back up. Sometimes heat gets us. Sometimes it's just the satellite. That's in there for a strike for Hernandez.
2.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3-3. Top of the third. Noah Hernandez on the bag. 1 on, nobody on the corners. Swing and a miss. For out number 3, good inning by Noah Hernandez. Caller number 5, 512-512.
5151 to Pyongyang, North Korea. It's going to be their president's cousin that runs it for us, Kim Jong-un.
They never miss a call and they never sleep, because once you go to sleep over there,
you never wake up.
Yeah. So they'll answer your call. Caller number 5 for dinner for 4 to Wall Street. If you can answer this question, which animal never sleeps? Can't Google it. Which animal never sleeps? Which animal never sleeps? That's got my partner thinking about it just a little bit.
I'm going to say an octopus.
You're getting close, sir. Getting close.
Or an eel.
You know, do you remember when James Bond, I think it was, came out with that movie Octopussy?
I do.
You know, I was thinking it was in the middle 70s or something like that.
Yeah,
My father, we were over in Fort Worth, Texas. I'll never forget this, going down I-30. And it was my dad and a bunch of us in the car, and we were going to eat. We went by this on 30. There used to be a movie house there. Of course, they used to have the marquees up.
Yes.
And we were going by there. And my dad just looks over at my mom and says, Why would anybody want 8 of those? And I did not know until about 5 years later, when I was about 15 or 16, what he meant by that. Wow, one of the late great hits of my father. There's a hit down out to left field. Left fielder's under it for the first out of the inning. They know how to get a ball out there. That's a good hit by Silas Bryan.
Hey, Braxton, no jump, buddy. Get a rip. Get a rip.
Braxton Sims steps in.
All right, bottom of the third. 3-3, 1 out.
There's another hit out to left field. And that left fielder couldn't get to it at that time, but he gets back up on it. He's got to the cutoff. That's a double.
A double for Braxton Sims.
Braxton Sims. Cal Cook will step in.
Power hitter, Cal Cook.
He is our power hitter. That is DeLee and Nathan Cook's son. He's going to show bunt right off the bat, so we'll see what happens here. Runner on second, nobody on first and third. He pulls back. Runner's coming on to third. That'll be a stand-up steal by Braxton Sims. Cook steps back in. There's a hit, foul tip back behind the catcher.
It's going to make the count 1-1 to Cal Cook. 1 out, 3-3, bottom of the third.
Swing and a miss by Cook.
1-2 the count, Cal Cook. What?
That's in there for a strike. Struck Cook out.
2 away. That's going to bring up Wyatt Murray. Ball high.
3-3, scores tied. 2 outs. Bottom of the third.
Patrick Timmons still
on the mound.
Captaining the ship for.
There's a swing and a hit. Down to third base. Third over to first. For out number 3. I'm going to tell you, that Blake Meek at third over to first at Brumley, that's a pretty, that's a devastating duo right there.
I bet Braxton. Is it Braxton or Damon? I think it might. I think it might. Braxton's.
All right, so the question was what animal never sleeps? Whatever animal never sleeps. We did have a winner. The American bullfrog, sir.
Wow.
Ribbit. 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 American bullfrog.
Huh. How about that?
Our winner from Odessa, Texas is Nick Williams. Nick, you win a dinner for 4 to Wall Street Bar and Grill. Again, we would like to thank the call center at Pyongyang, North Korea, for taking all those calls and deciphering them for us. On the mound will be Braxton Sims. He'll take over for Noah Hernandez here in the top of the fourth. The score tied 3-3.
It's going to bring Noah Hernandez to shortstop. Jace Gould at second. Marshall Hall out in right field. John Williams still on third. Cal Cook still on third. Joey Creech catching. Silas Bryan left field. Damian Ochoa center field.
Who do we have at second? Is that Jace?
Jace Gould.
Okay.
And short is Noah Hernandez.
Meyer McKellar's back up. Down the
Foul
right
ball.
side. Foul. Again, this is the young man in Little League that never struck out all year. And then he had that first big drive here a minute ago, out deep. Let's see if Braxton can change his luck and get him.
Well, that's the count's 1-2.
This may be the first for this young man. Or he may hit it.
No matter how big they are, they all got to fall.
They all got to fall. Oh, there's a hit. Didn't strike him out. Seconds back up with it. And he's safe. McKellar does it again. First baseman comes off. His foot comes off at first, and that makes McKellar safe. McKellar goes and steals second while he's at it. So now he's down at second. He bags another one of those, steals another one of those bags for his pockets and weight him down there.
Hyatt Heller takes first pitch for a strike. Meyer McKellar on second for the Juggernauts. Representing the go-ahead.
McKellar is going to third. He'll be in there, safe. Sorry, didn't switch cameras there. He's in there safe. Nobody on first and second. McKellar on third. No outs, 1-1, 3-3, tie. Got a conversation going on between the head coach and the umpire right now. Not sure what it's about. McKellar just 60 feet away from taking the lead for his team, the Juggernauts. Tall City Juggernauts.
Count 1-1. There's a
Foul
foul
tip.
1-2 the count. No out. McKellar's on third for the Juggernauts in scoring position.
Foul tip. Heller is in for the Tall City Juggernauts.
Here's the windup. Pitch. Strike
That's in there
three.
for a strike. Struck him out. This will be Patrick Timmons. This right here is a fine, fine young man. Head coach's son. He's got a good bat. I don't mean the bat he's holding, I mean the one he swings.
Fouls one off down.
His mom is Kristen Timmons. She is our school counselor for our boys at Trinity. Patrick and my son are in school together there. His mom's such a sweet lady. Foul tip.
Count 0-2 to Patrick Timmons. Game is tied 3-3 with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Meyer McKellar on third for the Juggernauts in scoring position.
In there for a strike.
And
Good job by Braxton Sims.
Strike 3 to bring it to 2 outs.
3-3, top of the fourth, 2 outs. Reed Landers steps in for the Tall City Juggernauts.
There's a
In there for a
strike.
strike.
0-1 the count.
That's over to second base. Gould's up with it. Over to first for the third out. And that'll save a run.
Run doesn't score there.
That'll keep the score tied 3-3. I'll tell you, again, Daryl.
These boys are giving NBA all they can.
They sure can. This 1-week-old team of all new players that's never played at all in travel ball, they're holding NBA to a tie game. It's impressive.
NBA, I might add, was at the second seed for their division.
Yeah, they were.
At the beginning of this tournament.
They were at the second seed. They considered the second seed in this entire tournament. Juggernauts couldn't even be ranked because they've just never been together before as a team.
Right.
You know, I can't imagine what they're going to look like. You give them, heck, just give them 2 or 3 practice sessions and one more tournament. I think
they're going to be a force.
I think you're going to have a hard time with them. I think anybody in AA is going to have a hard time with them. That's that little league, you know. All these kids have played that little league. You know, that's where they get their fundamentals. And you can tell these coaches are, man, they're good coaches, and they've worked with them, and their fundamentals very strong. And you see it paying off right here. So pitching now is Blake Meek. Blake Meek was on the Marlins, and he was the other starting pitcher with John Williamson on the Marlins. He and John considered the starting pitchers of the Marlins. And Blake throws a fastball. I think he probably hits about 54, 55.
Make sure and load early, okay? He's got some speed.
Blake also, again, I think I alluded to earlier, he plays football, and
nothing outside, nothing high.
Here in Midland, and so 10U football, and he was the quarterback, and I believe they were undefeated, and he won the Super Bowl just 2 weeks ago in football. This pitcher right here, Blake Meek, won the Super Bowl as their quarterback. He is a very good athlete. So it's hard, you know, I think it's hard for anybody to go from football to baseball, throwing a ball.
It is.
And this young man, he struggles with that, but he beats it. He wins. He's a winner. He's a good young man. Good character. First one in there for a strike to Jace Gould. Jace steps in. I'm sure Mom Hillary and sister out of North Carolina at the swim meet watching right now, if they're not in the middle of a dive. Swing and a miss by Jace. Counts 0-2. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Blake winds up. He delivers. That's a foul tip by Gould. Jace is hanging in there.
He's battling.
He's battling.
0-2 the count.
Ooh, did he check his swing? I think he did. All right.
Count 1-2. To Jace Gould.
Foul tip. He's standing there battling. He's battling.
Nothing high, Jace. Nothing high.
Up on deck is Joey Creech, our catcher for NBA. Inside.
2-2 the count. Three and 2 the count now on Jace Gould.
Jace has done a great job at battling back and bringing this count full. He's really grown as a hitter also this year. I think he's seen some of the most growth of all year of these players. He has just battled it out. Calls that a strike. I disagree with that. I'm sorry. That was way low and out. Joey Creech steps in on Dex Marshall Hall.
Notice he's not.
He will. He can't open to.
Nothing high, Joey. Nothing high. This dude.
I know. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Scores 3-3. Creech is in. Foul tip.
Joey, nothing high, buddy. Get that bat up.
Out from the crowd says everything's high to Joey Creech.
Yeah.
Him and Braden.
Yeah.
Everything's high to him. That's outside.
Outside. 1-2 the count. Get a rip, kid. Outside. 2-2 the count. He's already at 12 pitches. Good for us.
Oh! That hits Joey Creech on the left shoulder, right in the C of Creech. There. Hits him right on the C. That boy's tough. Let me tell you, when he winces, it hurts. That kid, he'll stand in front of a 50-mile-an-hour ball thrower and take hits.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I saw him do it the other night, just to learn how to take a hit. So he's a tough kid. When he gets hit there, it hurts.
Yes, sir.
He's walking it off out there with his coach, Zach Gould.
The 2018 centerfold
for GQ Magazine.
GQ Magazine.
And last year's runner-up in the Nathan's
hot
dog wiener contest. I saw him choke a wiener there at the Rangers the other night when we were all playing. I got a picture of it. If I could get it on the camera, watching him, seeing him choke that wiener, it was incredible. In fact, Jeremy Creech, Joey's dad, has a picture of it too. It was so fascinating that there was more cameras on Zach Gould choking that wiener than was on the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, I kid you not. I'll have to show you in a minute.
Steals second. Marshall Hall up to bat.
He had to step.
Ball, no strikes.
He had to step in for Nathan for Joey Chestnut, because Joey Chestnut got kicked out of the wiener eating contest last year. So Zach took his spot and did him well. There's Creech on the run there on third, stealing.
That kid's got some deep pockets, let me tell you.
And a lot of fast speed. He's 60 foot away from getting the NBA a lead right here.
Come on, Marshall. Get a rip, kid. Get that bat up.
It's outside.
Ball 2. Count 2-1 to Marshall Hall.
That's in there for a strike.
2-2 the count. 1 out.
Bottom of the fourth. We did that in true style. We harmonized and everything. We ought to go on the road.
We could. Oh, we have.
Yeah, we
to
have.
Dallas,
We went
Lubbock?
yeah, Daryl and Steve. Like Hall and Oates.
Yeah. Full count now on Marshall Hall. Got to protect. It's already 18 pitches.
19, 20.
He balked. And that brings in Joey Creech.
Yep, Blake Meek box there. Creech comes in. That's going to put NBA ahead by 1, 4-3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 4-3 now. NBA leads in the bottom of the 4th.
Outside, ball 4. That's going to walk Marshall Hall.
Start. Already.
Yep. That made that camera go cuckoo. Let me see if I can straighten that out just a little bit.
There we go. Other way on the focus.
Yeah.
Right there.
Zoop.
All right. Damian Ochoa hits one right back to the pitcher for the first out. Meyer McKellar. I'm sorry. Harry Brumley on first there for the Juggernauts.
John
Makes a good
Williamson
catch.
steps into. This is the 2 starting pitchers for the Marlins. The pitcher that's pitching and the hitter, John Williamson, on the Marlins Little League this year. These are the 2 starting pitchers that were teammates battling against each other. John hits one over to second. Second to first for the out. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. But the NBA takes the lead 4-3.
You want a beverage? Are you good?
Water. Hey, Jess, do you have any cold waters? Water? You have water? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got them over there? Oh, okay. Thank you, man. No, you're going to have to come way down.
Oh, yeah, it's going to take me a minute to get figured out.
Now tilt the top left.
I got
Here, let me do it and you do that.
Oh,
Here, I got it.
it's really easier to do it this way, actually. For me, it is. All right, here we go.
Right about yay.
Nope, you got to go. That over right. Got to go up. So it's got to get, see, you got to get kind of a high and then a tilt to it.
That's good.
Oh, I see what's happening.
No, I think you're going to be good right there. That's a good view. Oh, yeah. I like it. Hey, Joey, you need some water, bud? Come over here. Come over here real quick. Ready? That is, looks like Jace Gould. Joey's getting tired, I can tell. A little bit left. There you go. That's perfect. That's going to bring up Harry Brumley, the top of the Juggernauts batting order. Here in the top of the 5th, NBA leading the Juggernauts 4-3. Braxton Sims continues on the mound. We've had a player change. Center field is now Jace Gould. John Williamson gets the little blooper, gets it to Cal Cook for the out number 1.
Williamson over at third base, hooks up with Kyle Cook at first for that first out. Nice throw across the diamond.
Swing and a miss by Jesse Ray, the little body Venegas.
That is right. There's his daddy right down there in the red shirt. Jesse, the big body, Venegas.
Strike number 2. Swinging. Count 0-2, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Over here at Beal Park Tower. That was a foul tip.
I think we just lost our center field camera. The battery probably went on it. Nope,
There it is.
There it is. She came back.
Got a good. That's 2 outs.
It was a foul tip. Creech gets it over to first to secure the out.
$19 pitches so far. There's a
2
hit
outs.
right to John Williamson. And again. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Blake Meek up for the Juggernauts. That's going to have Dylan McClinton on first. It's a tying
Swing
run.
and a hit. That's foul
ball.
tip down left side. Be interesting to see the replay on that third to first.
It would.
Looked like he was out by about a half a step. So it may be wrong. That's high. Runners on the move to second.
The tying run's on second.
We got some clown music going on behind us. I don't know who that's in reference to. I don't know if everybody can hear it.
I can hear it.
Sounds like it's a clown. It's clown music.
Clown car.
Is that reference to a coach?
Could be. I don't know who their coach is over there, but
There's a lot of clowns. I see clowns all over this place. Hell, I'm a clown. Runner steals third.
good hustle by Creech there behind the plate to get the throw over to third, try and stop that advance.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just
2 outs,
not in
4-3 NBA. Short up with it to first for the final out of the inning.
What's the
All right, so as we get later in the day, it gets hotter and hotter, and it's harder on this equipment we have. So we may start having some brownouts here. You may lose us, but stay with us. We'll try to come back. We're getting low on battery, and they're getting hot. It's probably 100 here. It's probably 130 on these cameras. So we'll just see how long they can hang with us. We already lost our center field camera. Sorry about that. Nothing we can do. We got 4 left. Judd Fortune's up. He's a son of a coach.
Did you call him a son of a coach?
He sure is, and a really, really good coach, well-known coach.
That he is.
He may be playing for his daddy someday if he's lucky. Football, that is. Ooh, couldn't hold up. That was a strike.
Count 1-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Judd Fortune.
Noah Hernandez is on deck. There's that camera back in outfield. I don't know why it decided to come back, but it did.
Is that a strike or a ball, Blue?
2-1. 1-2. There's a hit
Foul
down the
ball.
right side. Foul. How you doing? Judd Fortune steps back in, facing Blake Meek. Swing and a miss.
For out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring up Noah Hernandez. Ball. First pitch is the ball.
4-3, NBA. Bottom of the 5th. Over the Tall City startup Juggernauts. There's a hit right there. It's down to short. Short's over to first to Brumley.
Beat him by
In
half a
time
step.
for the out.
It's all right, Noah. Get a rip, Silas. Get a rip. No jump. Ball outside. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Silas Bryant up for NBA.
That's in there for a strike. Silas Bryan. Silas's daddy, 5 years with the USMC Marine Corps. Thank you, Ezekiel Bryan, for that, your service. This is Memorial Day weekend. This is where we honor those that have their lives have been lost, and the families that have lost their loved ones. Our heart goes out to you, and will forever be indebted to those that have taken the ultimate sacrifice so that we can be out here playing baseball today and people can be freely thinking and freely going about their lives. Silas's dad is one of those that is still with us, went through the Marine Corps and fought for his country, as is my partner next to me, Daryl Butt, 14 and a half years, U.S. Navy. Thank you so much. Silas draws a walk. Aaron Sims, Braxton Sims' dad, also in the Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force, I'm sorry. Thank you very much, Aaron. We appreciate that. My partner, Daryl, would be taunting me as he sits right behind home plate at the Houston Astros game right now.
Oh, wow.
I'm being taunted
You're
by him.
being
I think he may
taunted.
be here in this game. He is at the Astros game as we're here playing, and he is exactly dead first row seat behind home plate.
Wow.
That hits Sims in the
Right on the
upper
hip.
hip, and he wears it.
You got it, Braxton. Hang in there, Braxton. You got it. Walk it off, buddy. Walk it off. Nice.
Yeah. All right, he takes his bag there on a hit by pitch. He's still hurting. You can see his left hand right there at his hip. He wore it nicely.
Right on the belt.
Yep. Cal Cook, the lead cook, Nathan's Cook's son.
Hit him.
He's
Hit
got
him.
up
Hit
in
Braxton on his lower, the upper cheek.
Yeah.
Upper lower cheek.
Be hurting. Callan has a brother, 12-year-old, that plays for NBA 12U.
Carter.
Oh, he shows bunt right here. Let's see if he pulls back.
2 on. Bryant on second. Sims on first.
He's not
Cook
going to pull
showing
back.
bunt.
It's outside. Both the runners will advance. He got the job done because that advanced the runners to second and third is exactly what the coach wanted to do to get them in scoring position. Callan, in all likelihood, now will back out of that bunt stance and go ahead and be the power hitter that he is for us. There's a hit down the left side.
Count 1-1. Dylan McClinton. Oh. Kemp Hall now back behind the plate catching Blake Meek. A balk by Blake Meek, the pitcher, and that's going to score Silas Bryan and bring the score 5-3, and that's going to put Sims in scoring position.
Smoking foul tip down third base side. There's that clown music again. I believe I'll start juggling my balls.
This is a family broadcast.
No, I mean, I really have balls up here. That got worse, didn't it? I mean, legit. All right, that brings, that balk brings in another run. Braxton Sims will come in.
Hey, Wyatt, don't laugh. Full count. And that's going to walk.
That'll walk Callan Cook.
That's 4, Blue.
3, he's got 3.
Oh,
No, balks don't count as pitches.
Don't count.
Now that's a 4. Sorry about that.
Sorry, she counted the
She
ball.
thought the balk was a ball. We taught her something, huh?
Thank you.
Now up for NBA, Wyatt Murray.
Wyatt
Cal
Murray steps
Cook
in.
walks to first. Score 6-3 NBA over the Tall City Juggernauts. Cal Cook.
He'll go in there stealing into second.
He was in
Cook
there-
will.
He was in there standing up.
Yes.
Baller strike.
There goes Cook over to third, standing up on a steal.
Count, Blue. Count, Blue.
1-1's the count. You got to pay attention. Wearing that ump out.
This side, I can't.
Going to wear him out. That's
Ball.
a ball. Why don't you move over here on this
No,
side?
that was not a ball. That wasn't a ball. That was a no pitch ball.
That's a balk.
There you are missing me up too.
Get over here where you can see.
No, I'm not sitting on the side.
Then don't gripe.
She's in the shade.
7-3 now, NBA over the Juggernauts.
Wyatt Murray's in there with a, I don't know what count.
2-1, the count to Wyatt Murray.
That's a nice pitch by Meek in there for a strike.
Right down the middle. Counts 2-2. And that's ball game.
All right, ball game due to time. Hour and a half ran, and after an hour and a half, the NBA have won their second game of the day. They have gone. It's a doubleheader, and they've won both. And the score is
7-3.
7-3 in favor of NBA over the Juggernauts. Let me tell you something. These Juggernauts have been together a week. They barely got their uniforms in time. I think they got them last night, and they came in here and they gave NBA all they could handle after just about one practice, wherever that was. Good job, coaches, all four coaches, Timmons, Venegas, Meek, Brumley. Good job at putting this team, and McKellar, good job at putting these teams together quickly, getting them on the field for one or two practices and coming and putting a good product on this field to face Midland Baseball Academy. I can't say enough for the effort you've put in the last 6 or 7 days to get this done. Y'all are going to be a great team. We look forward to seeing you again and playing you again. And, man, good job. Good job, Braden Blaine, getting NBA ready. They are 2-0 today. They'll come out tomorrow and play. And Zach Gould, thank you, Zach, for helping coach. And we love you so much. The boys love you so much. Hillary, same thing. You two make this experience so much fun. And we've enjoyed doing this. We look forward to coming out here tomorrow. We'll get a time and let you know, but we'll be out here tomorrow to play again. NBA will. And we'll see how we progress in this very last tournament of the year. So for Daryl Butt, myself, Jessica Jones-Williamson, our statistician, we appreciate it, and we